Okay, for those Mac users, I will demo how to using the command line to compile and running your Java application. Although I'm using the Windows plus the Linux, but it's almost the same thing. If someday I have Mac operating systems, I will replace this video hopefully soon. But currently, okay, just follow the instructions. And in your Mac systems, please also create the same thing as the Windows users. First, please create an empty folder that is the week 01 auth, right? And then select this folder, right click, and you will have a menu there. So please search your menu until you can open this folder in a terminal. And the terminal will prompt out indicating your folder's name here. And after that, okay, we can like using the ls, which is a list command to list all the files within this folder. And currently we don't have anything, right? So please follow me. Let's type the command touch welcome.java and press enter. That means we are going to create a new file. And you can use the touch command to create other types of file, such as Python or a text file. And let's use the same command ls to list the files in the current folder. Okay, as you can see, since we're using the touch to create a new file, so we have the file included in this folder, right? But we haven't write any code into this source file, so we cannot running and compiling it. And the next step is write our own code there. So please using the nano command, which is to invoke your nano editor in your Mac system. And following the nano, give it a space and let's put the file name there. And that means we are going to using the nano editor to edit the welcome.java file. Once we press enter, and then we will get into this editor. And for convenience, I will not type the code one by one by myself. I will using the copy and paste. So now we have pasted the same source code from the IntelliJ into the nano editor, and then here is the command that we can use to do some other tasks like help, exit, write out, read file, something. And since we have already done with the copy and paste thing, and what we have to do is just save it and exit. Here we don't have the save function, so let's try just exit. So let's press the keyboard using the control with the X here. Control and X. So it will indicate that save modified buffer. Let's using the capital Y. Okay, now it changes to another prompt that file name to write welcome.java. As long as you can see this indication, just press the enter of your keyboard. And that means the content you copy from the IntelliJ has been written into your new folder, your new file welcome.java in the new folder. So let's using the command cat, lowercase cat, welcome.java to have a look over the content of this file. So this is what we have written into the file. And after that, let's using the same command as the Windows users to compile our code. javac welcome.java. And if you can remember that when we are using the javac command, there will be a .class file created automatically, right, in the folder. So since we have implemented this instruction, if there's a .java, a .class file in this folder, so let's using the ls to check. Let's list the files within this folder. Okay, as you can see, yes, we have. So as long as we have the .class binary code, and then we can implement the running the instruction Java welcome, and then we will get the system print outline the welcome to Java programming, and I am Chufeng Jiang in this terminal. Let's have a look. Just press the enter. Okay, this is the same thing as the Windows user, right? And this is the same thing as we have implemented in our IntelliJ. So this is the two different ways to implement our first Java application. Both of them are important, especially to run your application in the command line. And you have to remember to memorize the first instruction is JavaC, and the second one is Java. And another thing that you have to memorize is if you if you are running the JavaC instruction, you have to take the extension with this instruction. If you are only using the Java, and no extension there. So that is the end of this video. I hope you can work through over your homework, and if you have any questions, you can post a thread in the discussion board. I will reply to you at my earlier convenience.